Yo, what is up, guys? Today we are going to be playing a little bit of Groudon Mewtwo as the ladder has just went live. I'm going to be honest, I have not played a whole lot of Groudon, have not played a whole lot of Mewtwo, but this team was passed to me. I'm a follower, greatly appreciate it. Figure we're going to try some new stuff out, see if we can get some wins. So apologies if I just absolutely bomb all of these games, because I haven't really played with this team yet. But we need to play with a lot of teams because we're prepping for NAIC. So we gotta know how to play teams, we gotta know how to play against teams, and we gotta have the right mindsets for what people want to do with said teams when we run into them. So I think it's a really good practice to play with a lot of teams while you're also kind of theory crafting your own that you're actually going to use. We got two restricteds. I'm about to get bodied. Alright, so looking at this, they don't have inherent speed control, so Whimsicott obviously is good to set Tailwind early, especially with that cloak, so like, you know, the instant doesn't really matter all that much. Definitely Whims. You got Flame Charge Koraidon over there, probably with Icy Wind, Flutter, and that speed boost, which creates problems. But trying to think how we do this. I think got Shadow Rider. So you can only lead so many things. So I think Whim's Mewtwo is actually really good because if they lead Koraidon, this baits a Terra on the Koraidon, and then also we can just Terra Dark Pulse that Shadow Rider. Obviously, then Koraidon can come in and Collision Course, but we deal with that when we get there. Let's see. Urshi Dark is obviously good in the Kali Shadow. Raging Bolt I don't think is super usable here. Thunderclap would kind of cook some things. I almost want to go Urshi Dark Volcarona. We're going to go Urshi and Groudon. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I always seem to have a problem with these teams that can get like +1, -1 calcs. Just an instant Cali. Alright, so they got Fake Out up. I don't love this. I do think we just Tailwind and we just go ahead and protect the Mewtwo for a turn. If Whims goes down, Whims goes down. We just have to make sure... Oh yeah, we're cloaked there. I could have just Terrored and deleted that Cali. Let's see. We think Life Orb Cali? I feel like every Cali recently has been Life Orb. I'm not a huge fan of Life Orb Cali. Would be nice to see here though. Yeah, Whims doesn't even go down. That's not Life Orb Cali. Alright. Yeah, he's definitely Sash. We just Moonblast, we Terra Dark, and we Dark Pulse that slot. I think that's fine. And if it's not, it's not. I don't think they're going to see the Dark Terra Mewtwo coming. We just have to make sure that we actually get the KOs quick enough that they don't come in with that like Koraidon Flutter in the back with speed booster stuff and end up being able to go too fast. But yeah. Moonblast, special attack drop. Probably, what do you think they're doing with that Incin? They Flare Blitzing the Whimsicott, or are they parting shot the Mewtwo? Knock off Mewtwo. That's fine. I think you kind of needed to get rid of this Yeah, it's Booster Flutter. You need to get rid of this Whimsicott. So they can protect and parting shot out. How many turns we got out here? If I can remember what my buttons do, that'd be great. We got 2 turns. No. I do kind of want to preserve it. I think Mewtwo Okos the Flutter. It probably does. I'm more concerned about a like a protect bait into parting shot into the Mewtwo and bringing out that Koraidon. But I think if we do this, it allows us to have 1 more turn of Tailwind, and they have to protect the Koraidon. Moonblast there is fine. Because that instant is kind of stuck. Oh, Flare Blitz is good. I like keeping that Whimsicott in the back, though. Here, since we have 1 more turn Tailwind, I think we just go Ursh. I'm not sure. Side Strike was probably a better play. Yeah, I think we just P-Blades and Wicked Blow into the Flutter. This also seems like a really bulky Flutter, if I'm not remembering things correctly. So yeah, we should be able to keep our Sash intact on this Urshifu, which is super nice. Miss our P-Blades? Nope. Got it. Single target, that instance should be gone. Yep. The nice thing is Koraidon doesn't get spread moves. There's the big Koraidon. Hey, that's a +1. Thanks for the raid. We're just starting on the ladder. We got some Groudon gaming going on. Hey, oh, thanks for the follows. Thanks for the follows. We got a viewer submitted Groudon team with Groudon Mewtwo. Thank you for the raids and all the follows, guys. Super appreciate it. Oh yeah. We got the Butterfree raid emotes. Those are so cool. Yeah, guys, welcome in. We are doing a little bit of ranked ladder before I get busy for tonight. Yes, followers definitely up. We got a Mewtwo mirror match. Not a Reg Eye Mewtwo mirror match, but a Mewtwo mirror match. All the same. How do we deal with this? Oh yeah, especially with our Dark Terror here, that Expanding Force isn't going to do anything. I think we just go Whims. Mewtwo. I don't know what that Ninetales is doing, and I don't really like it. We'll go Groudon in the back with Dark Ursh. I think is good. Ooh, Blizzard Mewtwo would be nice. An Ice Terra Blizzard Mewtwo. Yeah, that'd be cooking. But yeah. We go big Psychic Surge, probably Expanding Force Mewtwo. And this is the secret sauce here. Is that we got Dark Terra, Dark Pulse Mewtwo. That's just gonna cook things. I don't want to Tailwind because I don't want you Trick Rooming me. I think we just come in with our Dark Urshifu and we just pulse him. I think that'll work. Maybe. If not, yeah. I don't think you're a Dazzling Gleam Mewtwo over here. Alright, so we are faster unless they're not Terrors. Got the big Dark Terra Mewtwo. But yeah, if you guys don't know, I actually do have a YouTube channel as well. And any subs there would be greatly appreciated. Trying to hit the small goal of 100 viewers first before we go on to bigger stretch goals, but yeah, it's nice. Everybody likes Dark Terra Mewtwo. Let's see if they're clicking Expanding Force. Yeah, Dark Pulse. Does nothing. Oh yeah, I know, right? That indeed he cooked itself. Alright. Ninetales is a problem. Do we think they set Veil? We think they're blizzarding. I'm actually fine. I think we just close combat. We save this Mewtwo in the back and we just bring in this Groudon because I don't want Veil going up. You're more than welcome to double into this Urshifu. Aura Sphere, yep. CC, get rid of the Mewtwo. What's this Ninetales doing? Going for Blind Blizzards? I think a double Blind Blizzard with double freeze. Yeah, there's the Veil. No, we don't do that here. Goodra. Alright, Goodra is just bulky as all get out. I'm just gonna hit it. Do we think Ninetales is Sash? Ninetales might be Sash. That Raichu could also be Sash. Actually, they're probably Light Clay, since that's what they were going for. Just Wicked Blow there, and just Heat Crash this Ninetales. Yeah, and I think Mewtwo just cleans up from here. Alright. Moving on up. Definitively, yeah. Likely Ninetales, not bad. Draco. It's an angry Goodra. Yeah, YouTube channel is super fun. We do all kinds of random things. We have thank you for the follow. We do singles. Got a lot of VGC content coming out. So I'm doing some NAIC prep. At least trying to play with a bunch of different teams, so I actually, get some prep work in, because I have a habit of not prepping as much as I should for events. But it is what it is. Yeah, this Mewtwo is absolutely cooking. They actually just put out a new, I guess it's not new, I guess it's a format that's returning on Showdown. That is, what was it? It's a random doubles format where it's called Partners in Crime. So the two mons on the field share movesets and abilities. The combinations get really crazy. Alright, we got Koraidon Lunala. Not sure how to deal with this. This gets dicey. Again, I do just like Whimsicott just to get that Tailwind up. Obviously, they can Trick Room with the Lunala, but I don't see them going for it. But I do just like the Whims. I think the Mewtwo pressures very early. Kind of forces some Terras. They have to respect Aura Sphere if they lead Shiyu. Dark Urshi is obviously super cracked here. And I think Groudon. Spore from Bonnet could get annoying. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh, nice. Yeah, I know you sent me the paste, and I looked at it, and then I did not actually look at how the speed tiers interacted as far as the mons in the team. There's that Lunala and the Flutter. Yeah, I think here we are good to just Moonblast Lunala and... Oh, do we Dark Terror here, though? I mean, because Flutter could Shadow Ball. Dark Pulse would pick up if they don't Terra. Yeah, let's find out. Icy Wind's probably bad. Probably getting Moongeist beamed. Alright, so we are faster there. Get a special attack drop, which is nice. They set up Tailwind. It's not even bad. Because that does mean the Koraidon can come out, and that Flutter should be Speed Booster and can just Icy Wind again and bring it all back to neutral on our side. But at least they didn't Trick Room. I forget that Lunala gets Tailwind. That mon is... It's like... It's almost like a Smeargle as the fact that it can just run everything. It gets too many moves. Alright. So... we can Tailwind and Protect, I think is okay. See what this Koraidon wants to do. Because it probably wants to Terra, if I'm not being absolutely crazy here. Or it could Protect to see where we go. Yeah, there's the Terra. If we can manage to kind of stall out their Tailwind, I'm sure it's just Fire Terra. Yeah, Groudon kind of comes in and just cooks. But we'll see. Set our Tailwind. They're probably going to Flame Charge the Whimsicott, I would think. There's the Shadow Ball. Are they doubling the Mewtwo? Yeah, no, there's the Flame Charge. Alright. So they are super faster. But we do have... We have the Ursh, who's sashed. We have Groudon, which I am somewhat confident that this thing eats a Collision Course or Flare Blitz. Probably Fire Terror to be safe, to be honest. If we do that, and do we swap in the Ursh? That seems like it's extending a bit, but we can try it. the nice thing about ladder. There's no no repercussions or negative for losing, really. So we see where we can kind of overextend. We got Moonblast the Groudon. Not bad. Probably Flare Blitzing the Groudon. Yes? No? Flare Blitzing the Urshifu? Yeah, Flare Blitzing the Urshifu. Nice. I'm sure they figured I was going to Terra the Mewtwo to get out of that pen. Big Precipice Blades. Groudon out here showing people who the real Sunsetter is. Alright. What's their last? Seen their last? Furiosetta. We got that Brute Bonnet. Alright, so I think it's Rage Powder, so Sucker Punch could be unusable. We're looking on Tailwind turns. We got 1, we got 2. I think we Heat Crash and we just Detect. Yeah. Yeah, there's that Rage Powder. Rage Powder Protect is kind of interesting. But that is what it is. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we still have another turn of Tailwind. We are fine here. We Heat Crash. I don't even think we need the Sucker Punch. Battle's canceled. GG's.